Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My group will present topic about Orientalist view on miracle of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Name of group member: First, Ilham Ahta binti Kamalul Azmi 1212000. Second, Nurul Nabila binti Ahmad Nizam 1212001. Third, Ali Natasha binti Muhammad Zuhairi 1212020. Fourth, Nur Fatimah Zahra binti Muhadzir 1212021. Leslie Nur Alia Ilyana binti Muhammad 1213446.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So first and foremost, introduction to the author. David Simon Margulius was an English scholar who was born on October 17, 1858 and died on March 22, 1940 in London. His pioneering work in Islamic study earned him a near-legendary status among Islamic people and Oriental scholars in Europe. He also briefly active as a priest in the Church of England. He was Laureate Professor of Arabic at the University of Oxford from 1889 to 1937. Margulius received his education at Winchester. His scholarly dissertation, published in 1888, was titled Analytica Orientalia and Poeticum Aristotelum. Next is Margulius also left several writings, including Muhammad and the Rise of Islam, in the Arabic version entitled Muhammad wa Nasha al-Islam in 1905, The Early of Development of Mohammedanism, 1911, beside the development of Islamic since the early period in 1940. The study of this book was considered to be less scientific because there were many motivated by the incitement of religious fanaticism, which gave rise to negative judgment, not only among Muslims but also among the Orientalists themselves.
Margulius' false arguments about the Prophet miracles. Criticism scholar David Samuel Margulius strongly disagreed that Prophet Muhammad SAW was a prophet. He argued that miracles, not just examples of exceptional character, academic achievement, were necessary to substantiate that claims made by the Prophet SAW and his adherents. According to Margulius, Prophet Muhammad refused to show any miracles when pressed, but Prophet Musa and Prophet Isa were given them. He asserted that although the miracles of Prophets Musa and Isa were acknowledged in the Quran, Prophet Muhammad was not mentioned. Margulius therefore regarded Judaism and Christianity as superior to Islam. Additionally, he rejected the miracle of the Quran, claiming that authority over natural forces is not the same as mastery of language or archaeology. Based on this argument, Margulius concluded that the Quran is inadequate and unconvincing as a miracle. Next, analysis of Margulius' theories regarding the miracles of the prophets. Then, we will look at Margulius' primary supporting data and observation to assess his claims. Furthermore, to counter his false claims, a critical analysis of historical Islamic accounts of the miracles performed by the Prophet ﷺ will be conducted to determine whether they were real or factual, including the miracle of the Quran, or fictitious and deceptive. Other than that, Margulius' verdict and remark. Margulius made an effort to refute miracles pertaining to the Prophet, but he was unable to present convincing arguments. His main objection stems from the claim that the Prophet was forced to deny miracles in the Quran itself. Margulius was most likely alluding to the verse, "Glorified is my Lord. I am nothing more than a human being. God has sent me to you to carry out his instructions." Margulius makes the assumption the Prophet Muhammad prophethood can be rejected because he was never given the ability to control the forces of nature through miracles, nor did he perform any miracles. In fact, the Quran specifically asked him to deny any miracles he had performed.
Next is refutation. The verse from the Quran, Surah Al-Isra, ayat 93, was revealed in response to the Quraysh demands for Prophet Muhammad SAW to perform extraordinary feats such as making a sprig gush forth, owning a garden of dead trees, causing the sky to fall, bringing Allah and the angels before them, having a house adorned with gold, or ascending to the sky with a book to prove his prophethood. Allah instructed the Prophet Muhammad SAW to respond that he is only a human sent to convey God's command. The verse highlights that Quraysh demands stem from ignorance, pride, and obstinacy. Their requests were either selfish, against God's will, or irrational. Therefore, fulfilling these demands would not have proven anything, as they were not genuine miracles.
The work of David Samuel have three strengths. Number one, emphasize the importance of critically evaluating the sources and methods used to determine the validity of religious claims. Number two, his emphasis on the need for empirical evidence and rational inquiry in religious matters is a valuable contribution to the ongoing debate on the nature of faith. Margolius' work serves as a reminder that religious belief and practice must be subject to scrutiny and criticism, even if they are highly held and widely accepted. In David Samuel's work have four weaknesses. Number one, Mongolian approach was tainted by deep Orientalist tendency. Number two, his rejection of the Quran as a miracle is based on a superficial understanding of Islamic theology and a failure to appreciate the unique nature of the Quran as divine revelation. Number three, Mongolia's emphasis on physical miracle as a prophetic criteria is narrow and misleading. Critical tone toward Islamic and Muslim does not have a maintain a hostile attitude toward Islam and the Muslim community. In my opinion, to improve on his work, Mongolia has to engage more deeply with Islamic theology and property concepts, and avoid imposing Western categories and concepts on Islamic thought. He also needs to try to take a more nuanced and balanced approach in studying Islam, recognize the diversity and complexity of Islamic thought and practice. Finally, he should refrain from maintaining hostility toward Islam and the Muslim community, and instead seek to promote greater understanding and mutual respect.
In shortly, David Samuel Margoliouth, critic of Islam and Prophet Muhammad, miracle highlight the need for critical analysis in religion studies, emphasizing evidence and logic. However, his approach has been criticized for bias and a limited understanding of Islamic theology. Research should deeply study Islamic theology, avoid imposing Western view, and adopt a balanced approach to respect Islamic belief and encourage respectful, insightful academic discussions.